I took that possibility and kind of kept it with me, mulled it over. I read Beauty Queens, and then talking about it and, you know, talking to Sophie about the ideas, and then using her platform, the people who engaged with her video originally, as a way to kind of start conversation about really practically what we could do and whether there would be people interested in doing it. And then it all kind of snowballed from there.
I think it's totally okay if you have an idea about starting an event but don't know anyone in your immediate surroundings who might be interested or might be able to help. The great thing about living in today is having access to the internet, and there are so many ways to connect with people. You don't really need me to tell you all of the things on the internet, but make use of Twitter, of Tumblr, of YouTube, like Google things that are in your area, arts events put on by high schools or whatever.
Like, grrrlcon wouldn't have happened without the internet. It wouldn't have happened without social networking, and basically Tumblr, probably the main thing that was used to form and create the community that then helped to actually host the day.
Something that I like to do just in general is to pay attention to flyers. If there's a message board anywhere for things that are going on in the community that might have some kind of relation to the kind of things that you want at your event. Also, write down your passwords so that you can share them with other people who might become part of your planning team. Try to figure out, if you can, who wants to help you put on the event and like all the planning and preparation leading up to the event, and not just put on a panel for the event, because obviously both kinds of people are really necessary, but it is really helpful to have someone who will help you plan things. Having people who you trust and whose ideas you're excited about is really important to be able to collaborate and to feel like you don't have all of the pressure of putting something on by yourself.
There was a way that I approached it from the very beginning which was completely serious. Like, I took my ideas about wanting it to exist really seriously, to the extent that, like, when people talked to me about it, they would be like, I always knew it was going to happen because you were so sure. You know, I took my ideas seriously, and I think that's something that can be really hard for young people to do, and for particularly like teenage girls to do. So yeah, and I was lucky as well because other people took my ideas seriously too, and then were like, oh, this is really cool, I can help you, let me know how I can help. I think the main struggle people might have is the momentum of the project. So it's all very well and good to have this idea, this great seed, and you're like, oh, this is really great, but it's taking that and then planting it and watering it and being patient with it and then seeing it grow, and that takes a while, which is why I think in any project like this you need to make sure you have multiple people, because when I was exhausted and unable to do anything, or stressed and couldn't, you know, I got Cara too, or I was like, hey, we need someone to do this, we need someone on social media, or it would be really helpful if someone can come with me to see this. And that was really helpful too.
I would also suggest, if you're under 18, but maybe even if you're not, to find an adult, a mentor, somebody who you can bounce ideas off of, or kind of let them know what you're thinking, can help you work through any problems that you have if there's something that comes up that you don't even know how to deal with. This is also someone that you want to remember and have around for later, because depending on your space, you might need to have an adult chaperone, or maybe you definitely do, I don't know, it depends. But you want to be able to at least have connections with some people who have like a criminal record check, or in the UK it has a different name that I cannot remember.
I couldn't have continued my work on grrrlcon if it was just me. There would have been no way I could have sustained that level of energy and inspiration and motivation. And that's okay. Like, you're allowed to not consistently believe your idea will come to fruition. It's fine to have your doubts, and yeah, sharing is a way of dealing with that.
This is gonna be fun! Okay, goodbye, good luck!